thank you for watching my videos. Today we're going to be doing the tutorial for the faux leather earrings and necklace set from the June Silhouette Life Inspiration Box. So the items you'll need from your box are the earrings and the jump rings. Then you'll need the necklace and the faux leather sheets. So that's everything you'll need from the box. What we're going to do is we're going to switch over to our design studio to design the file, and then we will go from there. Okay, so I have the tutorial pulled up over here in my design studio here. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab the file that she has down at the bottom. So luckily for the faux leather, she has them all put on one so that you can cut them all out at the same time since we only have a small sheet. So luckily she did all of that work for us. We're going to download it and I'm going to pull it over and open that. So what we're going to do is go back to the tutorial now, scroll up, and size your page setup to fit the size of the faux leather sheets in the box, which are 5.5 by 8.5 sheets. I set mine to 12 by 5.5 since I wanted to cut both patterns at the same time. I drew rectangles that were the size of the faux leather sheets so I knew what my cutting boundaries were. All of this should be in place when you open the file. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and size our sheet to be the 12 by 5.5. We are going to be using a cutting mat, 5.5, didn't want to save. There we go. Cameo 12 by 12, automatic, let's get this to be Cameo. There we go. And then we're just going to change this to 5.5 again. Okay, so it'll just go back to custom if you do that. Okay, so then I want to zoom out so I can see a little bit better. And she talks about how these are supposed to be already the size. 12 by 8.5. I set mine to 12 by 5.5. I think she means by 8.5. Oh yeah, right here. Okay, so we're gonna change this to 8.5. I was like, it is not fitting. 12 by 8.5. There we go. So then you can see how it fits on your mat. So now we can zoom in a little. So you can make sure that everything is within your cutting boundaries. There. Okay, so what you wanna, I do wanna notate that faux leather hair bow file was a freebie I found online. Oh, so make sure you check out this lady to see what else she has on her settings. So now that these are ready, she talks about loading it in. So put the faux leather sheets with the pattern side down. So let's do that. And then lined up on each side, click over to the Send tab. In the Silhouette Studio, choose Leatherette. Right here. But pay attention closely to this part of the directions. We're going to do one cut with the default leatherette settings and then another cut after increasing the blade to 8. Okay. Do not unload your cutting mat in between cuts. Okay. So we don't need to cut the rectangles. So we're going to click cut here, but I'm going to go back into the design and I'm going to ungroup it. Because then what I'll be able to do on the Send tab is just click that box and click no cut. So see how everything else is still cutting, but that box outline is not. So here's what it's looking like. When you're ready to load in, you're going to have your faux leather sheets upside down, and I'll show you this on the next part of the video. But then you're going to have it lined up just like this. So you're going to put the edge on each side, as you can see, of each sheet. Then you're going to click no cut for the box, and you're going to click send just how this is. Then do not click unload, and you're going to increase your blade to an 8. Then you're going to click send again. That way you get a full cut through. So I will show you this in the next section, but wanted to explain it here too. So let's switch over to our Cameo and go ahead and do that. Okay, we're ready to cut the faux leather. So I have them upside down on the mat. And I'm going to click load cut mat. And then I'm actually going to fix this one. It's a little bit too far down. So I'm going to just fix it. Okay, so then we're going to click load cut mat. Oh, nope, it just picked up weird. So Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to click send. Remember 63332, and then you're going to, don't click unload. So then you're going to click send again, but you're going to change your blade to an 8. So let's do that, and then we'll take it off, take the pieces out, and go from there. Okay, so I had some issues with my design lining up and with both of the leather sheets folding while they were on it. So what I did right now is I just finished cutting the one that was cutting when I first started it, so I wouldn't ruin that section. So I'm just taking out that bow right now, and then I'm just going to do it piece by piece. So I'm going to go one sheet at a time, one design at a time, just to make sure it doesn't screw anything up if it bends or stuff like that. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, and you do kind of have to peel a little hard to get it off. So I just wanted you to be aware of that as well. But it is coming off pretty easily, so I'm going to keep cutting it, but just wanted to give you that update. All right, so our faux leather is cut out. We've got all the pieces. So we're going to put together all 3 of the projects with faux leather in this one video. So that would be the earrings, the necklace, and the bows. So first we're going to start out with the earrings and the necklace. So the earrings, you'll want to layer these 2 holes at the top. And then it's really simple from there. You're just going to loop the earring in through those holes. So then it's going to end up sitting right in that little spot. And then you have the hook to go in your ears. So that's how you do the earrings. So let's set this one. So I think I found a new favorite thing to do because I love how simple these are. And I love how easy they are. I guess simple and easy would mean the same thing, but I love them for like gifts. I love that idea. I think these are going to be for my niece. So now you have a set of earrings all created. And then the next one we're going to do is the necklace. So you'll want to layer your triangles in a pattern. So I'm going to do the stars and the stripes and then the stars again, or however you like them. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to take the necklace and you're just going to loop it through all the holes. But first, in order to do that, I'm just going to remove the jump ring at the end. And I'm just going to do that with tweezers. I'm going to see if it'll bend just slightly. If you can see that, just a little bent, and that allows this to slip right off of the hook that it was on. So then what we're going to do is I'm going to start at the top, and I'm just going to go under and then over each section or each hole. So I went under, now I'm going over. I don't know if my fingers are in the way. So like that. And then for the next one, I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to pull some more through, and I'm going to go under the top hole. So I went under, I'm going to pull it through, and I'm going to go over and back through. So then we got to do the next one, and I'm going to mess with the dimensions and everything, like making sure it lines up where I want it right now. So I'm keeping mine pretty close together. But I'm going to loop some more through, and we're going to go under and then over. Okay, so then that's done for the 3 on the left side. So what you'll want to do then is make sure that they're spaced right about where you want them. So that's what we're looking at right now. Then I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. Except I'm going to start from the bottom up, and I'm going to go under and over, starting from the bottom hole on the bottom one. So I'm going to go under right here, and then I'm going to go over. I'm going to pull it pretty tight. I'm going under and then over. And make sure your things don't get all tangled. Make sure your necklace doesn't get all tangled. Okay, and then you're going to do the last one, and then we can fix it. By fix it, I mean line it up the way that we want it. Okay, so we did under and over. So now what you're looking at, mine's a little messy, but that's what we're seeing. So I'm going to go ahead and fix it right now. So I do want the end to be the end, and then I'm going to straighten out the next one, and straighten out the next one. And then once you have it a way that you like it, then your necklace is all set. So the next thing we're going to do is put that jump ring back on. So you'll just simply slide it back through, and then we're going to take tweezers and close that hole because you don't want it to come off while you're wearing it. So I'm taking this. Pliers may be easier. I just had the craft tweezers with me. And I'm just going to close that hole, and then you just clasp it and you have a necklace. So those are those two, so the earrings and necklace set. Now we're going to work on the bows. So what you need from your own assortment is an adhesive. So I'm going to warm up my hot glue gun, and then we'll be ready to make the bows. Okay, so I have my heat gun, my hot glue gun, losing my words. And now you have all your pieces to the bows. So you can decide how you want to do them, if you want them to be totally matchy or if you want them to be offset. I like the different patterns together. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take that big piece. So I'm going to do both designs at one time. And you're going to take the longer piece and fold it into the middle, like that. And then you're going to glue those pieces. So I'm just checking right now. So I'm going to put a piece of glue on the end of each one, and then I'm going to fold it into the middle. I'm going to go right there and press. As always, if you're working with a hot glue gun, be careful not to burn your fingers. Okay, so that's what the first one looks like. We have it glued in the center, in the back. So now we're going to do the next one. I'm going to peel off that string. Oh, it just keeps coming. Oh well. Okay, so then we're going to glue this side and this side, and do the same thing. You're just folding right into the center and pressing down to glue, and you're doing the same thing with the other side. Fold right into the center and pressing down. Okay, so now that you have those, you're gonna let them dry just a little. My fingers are even stuck. And then if you scroll down in the tutorial, now you're gonna go ahead and take the small one. Okay, so you're going to press a little bit of glue in the center on that seam, and then you're going to line it up and press the middles together on this other piece. So I'm going to do that with the red one and the blue back. Yep. So glue down the center right by that seam, and then glue it right here long ways. Then I'm going to line it right up and press. And I'm going to have to clean up some of the extra glue around this one, but that's okay. So then, make sure it's not gluing your table. It's okay. So then we have this first bow right here. It's almost done. So now we're going to do that same thing to the next one. So again, you're gluing a little dot in between the inseams there, and then you're also gluing a dot or a line in the middle to hold that bow as well. So then I'm going to lay this one down. Okay, I'll clean those up just a little. Okay, so then what you want to do now, I'm scrolling down in the tutorial, is you're going to place a dab of glue right in the center of both of these again. This is because you're going to line up these little rectangle pieces. You're going to go long ways like this. So I'm going to put just a dab of glue in each one. And then you're going to lay it long ways, centered the best you can right there, and same right here. Okay, so now you're going to flip them over, and you're going to pick up your alligator clips, and you need to glue your clip to the back of it. So what I'm going to do is just put, again, a little line right in the middle of those, and I'm just going to lay this alligator clip right on top of that glue line, and same thing with the other one. Then, once those have dried, you need to pick up the glue, so you're going to pick up the alligator clip, like to open it, and you're going to glue a little dab on each side of these rectangles, because then we're going to fold them in and under this alligator clip. So I'm going to do one at a time, and I'm just going to do a little bit of glue on each side. And then I'm going to open the alligator clip, and I'm going to fold in each side of that rectangle. So then it will look like this in the back. With when you open it, it's glued right there. So now I'm going to do the same thing here. So again, you glue each end of that little rectangle, and then you open the clip and you fold each end in. This one, I had a harder time getting my fabric in. And be careful not to press down your alligator clip too soon because you don't want to glue it. So I got some glue on that. I'm just going to clean it up. Let it dry enough. And then you can set them down. So now you have the 4th of July bows all done. You can go ahead and clip those in to little girl's hair, however you want to do it. And then we had the necklace and the earrings as well with the faux leather. So let me know if you have any questions, and thank you so much for watching.